Hi, Christine here for Trinity Stamps with a die from our warm and cozy holiday release called Bunch of Bows Die Set. It is a standalone die set, includes 5 dies that includes an outline die cut bow and 2 different size dimensional bows. So the first die that we'll focus on is the outline die cut bow. You can use it as is to form an outline out of cardstock, or you can also inlay the negative pieces to create a more dimensional bow with 2 different colors that will also add a lot of interest to your project. Now we're going to focus on the dimensional bows. I have used some very thin glitter cardstock. You can use whatever cardstock you have on hand. So it'll make all the components of the bow. And I'd like to show you that you can also combine the thinner and fatter bow to create even more interest and create a 2-tone bow. So now we're going to put one together so you can see how it works. Again, I've used very thin paper so it will curve around easily without forming any lines. If you use a thicker cardstock, you should definitely use folded around a pencil to make sure to give it some curve, and so there are no folds in the bow. So all you do to create the bow, the top part of the bow, is to place some glue in the center and fold over each side. And I'm using Connect glue from Gina K. You can use any strong adhesive you have. You can also use double-sided tape. And then you just put some glue on the tied off part that goes underneath the bow. And then these smaller rectangles are perfect for keeping everything together. So now I've put double-sided strong adhesive on these, and you'll wrap it around the front and the back of the bow to really hold everything in place. And it just creates a really finished look. So you'll just kind of fold over and then fold it back on itself to create a really finished look and beautiful bow that you can add to your projects. And there is the slimmer bow. So now we're going to do a slightly fatter bow, and again the process is the same. You essentially put glue in the middle, fold over one side, and again if you're using thicker cardstock you'll want to use a pencil and kind of gently roll the paper around the pencil so that you capture the dimension. But since I'm using very, very thin glitter paper, I don't need to do that. So again, put glue then in the middle, put the bow in, and again wrap that smaller rectangle piece to just create the finished look. So that's a slightly taller or fatter bow. And I mean, there's so many projects you can add this to. So we have so many florals and floral stamps in the shop. You can add it to a bunch of florals. So we have a blessing bear that you could probably give a bow to. I'm going to share with you a project in which I just added it to a pop-up box card. Thank you so much for joining me, and we can't wait to see what you do with our Bunches of Bows die set. Have a great day!